Hey guys, welcome to HRG Zone YouTube channel. And today I am gonna show you the top 25 best high-spec insane graphics PC games 2023. So sit back and relax. Starting off number 25. Call of Duty: Modern Warfare 3. The game's single-player campaign features a mixture of linear missions and open-world missions known as open combat missions. In these missions, players have greater freedom to choose how they want to approach designated objectives, choosing between open combat to stealth and ambush tactics. Number 24 is Assassin's Creed Mirage. You are Basim, a cunning street thief with nightmarish visions seeking answers and justice. Join an ancient organization and come to understand a new creed, one that will change Basim's fate in ways he never could have imagined. Number 23 is Alan Wake 2 is a survival horror game played from a third-person perspective. Players play as Alan Wake or Saga Anderson in two separate single-player stories, which can be played in any order the player chooses, although the opening sequence and ending sequence of the game can only be played as Saga and as Alan, respectively. Number 22 is Resident Evil 4 Remake. Players control the U.S. agent Leon S. Kennedy, who must save Ashley Graham, the daughter of the United States President, from the mysterious Los Illuminados cult. The remake has an updated plot, new visuals, characters, cast, and altered gameplay. Number 21 is Riders Republic is a sports video game. The 5 main activities available in the game include mountain biking, skiing, snowboarding, wingsuit flying and skateboarding. Ubisoft described the game as a massively multiplayer sports game, as up to 64 players can compete against each other in mass races competitions. Number 20 is Evil West is a third-person shooter. In the game, the player assumes control of Jesse Rentier, a vampire hunter. Jesse is equipped with several powerful firearms including a 6-shot revolver, a lever-action rifle, and a flamethrower. He also has access to various melee attacks through a specialized gauntlet capable of accumulating electrical energy. Number 19 is World War Z is a heart-pounding co-op third-person shooter for up to 4 players featuring swarms of hundreds of zombies that has now captivated over 20 million players. Based on the Paramount Pictures film, World War Z focuses on fast-paced gameplay while exploring new storylines from around the world. Number 18 is Far Cry 6 is a first-person shooter game, set in an open-world environment navigable on foot or via various land, water, and air vehicles. Players assume the role of a local rebel named Danny Rojas, a former conscript in the military turned into a guerrilla fighter, whose gender they can select at the start of the game. The world is divided into 7 main regions with an array of terrain, ranging from urban areas and dense jungles, to mountain ranges and open oceans. Number 17 is Marvel Spider-Man: Miles Morales features the open world, a fictionalized version of modern-day Manhattan, which is covered in snow because the game is set during Christmas. Miles controls similarly to Peter Parker, but with new animations and abilities, which are unlocked as the storyline progresses. The new powers include Venom Blast, which allows the player to incapacitate enemies with bioelectricity. Number 16 is Wolfenstein 2: The New Colossus is a first-person shooter. Once again, the player assumes control of the series' protagonist, William B.J. Blazkowicz, who must venture into a Nazi-occupied America to ignite a revolution against the Nazi regime. Blazkowicz has a large arsenal of gadgets and weapons, such as shotguns, submachine guns, pistols, and assault rifles, as well as grenades to fight against his enemies. Number 15 is Cricket 22 introduces a revamped bowling and fielding controls utilizing an arcade style of gameplay with the new aftertouch system that allows the player to control the ball's direction after it is bowled. A new direct hit system was also implemented for fielding, where adding in a cinematic angle to catches and having control over the speed of the ball when thrown to the stumps. Number 14 is Tekken 7. Experience the epic conclusion of the Mishima clan and unravel the reasons behind each step of their ceaseless fight. Powered by Unreal Engine 4, Tekken 7 features stunning story-driven cinematic battles and intense duels that can be enjoyed with friends and rivals alike through innovative fight mechanics. Number 13 is The Devil in Me is an interactive drama and survival horror game with slasher horror elements that is presented from a third-person perspective, and claims to take place at a replica of H.H. Holmes' murder castle. Players must make several choices that can have long-term consequences on the narrative's progression and the characters' perceptions of each other. Number 12 is Gotham Knights is an action role-playing game set in an open-world Gotham City. The game features 4 playable characters: Nightwing, Batgirl, Robin, and Red Hood. Each character has their own unique playstyle and abilities. Number 11 is Horizon Zero Dawn is an action role-playing game played from a third-person view. Players take control of Aloy, a hunter who ventures through a post-apocalyptic land ruled by robotic creatures. Aloy can kill enemies in a variety of ways, shooting them with arrows, setting traps such as tripwires using the tripcaster, using explosives, and a spear. Number 10 is The Last of Us Part 1 is an action-adventure game played from a third-person perspective. The player traverses post-apocalyptic environments to advance the story, and uses firearms, improvised weapons, hand-to-hand combat, and stealth to defend against hostile humans and cannibalistic creatures known as the Infected. Number 9 is Stray is a third-person adventure game. The player controls a stray cat, leaping across platforms and climbing up obstacles, and can open new paths by interacting with the environment, such as climbing in buckets, overturning paint cans, operating a vending machine, and clawing at objects. They solve puzzles to progress the narrative, often involving moving obstacles. Number 8 is Uncharted. Legacy of Thieves collection includes Uncharted 4, A Thief's End and Uncharted, The Lost Legacy remastered for PS5 and PC. Play as Nathan Drake and Chloe Fraser in their own standalone adventures as they are forced to confront their pasts and forge their own legacies. Number 7 is Watch Dogs. Legion is an action-adventure game played from a third-person perspective, and taking place within an open-world setting based upon London, which can be explored either on foot utilizing parkour moves vehicles, or fast-traveling via the city's underground stations. 8 of London's boroughs are represented in-game: Westminster, Wandsworth, Lambeth, Southwark, Camden, Islington, Hackney and Tower Hamlets, in addition to the City of London. Number 6 is Atomic Heart is a first-person shooter video game with role-playing elements. The combat consists of shooting and slashing with improvised weapons. A wide variety of enemies are featured, which may be mechanical, biomechanical, biological, and some of which are airborne. Number 5 is Soul Calibur 6 gameplay involves 2 weapons-wielding combatants battling against one another using a 3D system. The game kept many of the familiar gameplay elements including 8-way run, guard impact, and character creation. Number 4 is Dying Light 2 is an action role-playing survival horror video game featuring a zombie apocalyptic-themed open world. It stars a new protagonist named Aidan Caldwell, who has various parkour skills. Players can perform actions such as climbing ledges, sliding, leaping off from edges, and wall running to quickly navigate the city. Number 3 is A Plague Tale. Requiem is an action-adventure game played from a third-person perspective. In the game, the player assumes control of a militia and must face off against both soldiers from the French Inquisition and hordes of rats that are spreading the Black Plague. Number 2 is Days Gone is an open-world action-adventure game set in a harsh wilderness 2 years after a devastating global pandemic. Step into the dirt-flecked shoes of former outlaw biker Deacon St. John, a bounty hunter trying to find a reason to live in a land surrounded by death. And number 1 is Red Dead Redemption 2 gameplay elements include shootouts, robberies, hunting, horseback riding, interacting with non-player characters, and maintaining the character's honor rating through moral choices and deeds. A bounty system governs the response of law enforcement and bounty hunters to crimes committed by the player. So that's all, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, so please like this video and subscribe my channel, and don't forget to notifications. So thanks again, and see you soon on next video. And good, bye.